Welcome back to BC Procast, episode 80, the last episode of BC Procast.
What do you mean last Wait, what? What do you mean last episode?
You knew this was the big news that we were telling people about.
But you said, I thought we were announcing something else.
No, it was, I told you this.
You're going to do this.
That was the big news.
You're going to do this right on the podcast.
This is the last episode of BC Procast, episode 80.
Why? What? Okay, hold on.
We're done.
I thought you told
We're
me.
done.
You told me.
80 weeks in a row.
Man, I got to tell my mom about this. I forgot to tell her.
Why? Why did you tell your mom?
Because she supports our podcast.
The BC fans.
We got to talk. Braedon and I
are starting our own YouTube channels. Mine's called B Pro.
And mine's going to be called C Pro. Actually, C-Duction.
C-Duction?
Yeah. BC Production.
Oh, I'm B Pro and you're C-Duction.
C-Duction.
Kind of, right. So do you want to kind of talk through this?
Dude, I'd love to. So, in all jokes aside, BC Pro casters. No, we're the casters. BC Pro listeners. Shout out Hannah again. You're awesome. So we have realized that Braedon and I are done.
Wait. Okay. So I just didn't know what you were going to say. Do you know when someone's about to say something, you don't want them to say it, so you're just trying to make a loud noise so other people can't hear.
That's what you were going to do?
Yeah, I was trying to hear what you were saying and not have them hear it.
Now I'm curious what you maybe tell me after what you thought I was going to say. But anyways, in all jokes aside, Braedon and I are going to not end the podcast, but what we're going to do is we're going to now post content like videos, challenges, skits, stuff that we used to do that got us to the point where we were falling in love with YouTube.
With YouTube, BC Pro. So if you notice on these titles and everything, we have the BC Pro _cast. So BC Pro is the YouTube channel name. That's BC, short for BC Professional Productions, Proficient Prophecies.
Oh.
BC PPP. I don't know. I just kind of made that up. But BC Pro is the YouTube channel where we're creating content. So we are not gone.
No.
We are here. We are just providing different forms of content along with BC Procast episodes still.
Mm-hmm. Once a month.
Once a month, we will have a BC Procast. So if you love the podcast, you will definitely get that. If you love other content, if that's challenges, if that's vlogs, if that's trips, if that's just fun, memorable things for us, if it's skits, we really want to embody and really become what our channel is called and named, BC Productions. We are producing different forms of content.
And kind of where we came from, you know what I'm saying? It first started off, history lesson about BC Pro. It first started off with B.Robert, where you would record vlogs and they were hilarious and they're fun and you got your friends all together and stuff like that. And so you were just recorded that, and then I jumped in, and then we started BC Pro, where we started doing challenges, started doing skits, started doing stuff that like we can look back and laugh about and look back and be like, man, that was hilarious. Do you remember that? Like one YouTube video that always comes to mind is the yoga one, where we tried different yoga poses, part 2, I think it was.
Yeah.
And like when I watch that, I think of all the memories that we've had. And not saying that the podcast doesn't have that, but it's more of like what we've done. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but where we came from, where we first started like enjoying and like got our first taste of YouTube was those content and stuff like that.
Yeah, another funny one is shocking therapy or the
Trivia,
shocking trivia. That's a funny one to go check out. And those are from years ago. So along with us, like, wanting people to pay attention and watch, we also want us to be able to go back as we get older and watch stuff and be like, oh, remember that? Which I think what you're kind of saying, it kind of got to a spot where how we became even closer and create those great memories. And we also want to create content you would like to watch more than once. I know a lot of you guys love watching our BC Procast episodes multiple times within a week.
Yeah.
But we want to watch the funny videos because oftentimes when people do bring up and know the history of this YouTube channel, they talk about the ones that they go and watch multiple times over. Yeah. And in fact, we sometimes we're like at like a house or something. We're like, oh, no way, let's go back and watch this. So we're very excited for this new adventure, this new chapter in BC Pro, because BC Pro is not gone. Mm-mm. No, it's not the last podcast, but we are just being a production channel. We're BC producing because we're producing.
Yeah. And I think it's gonna be so exciting and fun because, like, not saying that we couldn't have done it, but like if we have our friends on every single time, then it's no longer BC Pro. But with YouTube channel like videos, we can like have our friends come along and like
they're like characters.
Yeah, they're like oh man, we love like Elias. That was so funny what he did, or oh Matt's so goofy. That would never be in the comments. Just joking. No, Matt's amazing. But like getting our friends involved, getting like the people around us more involved in fun, creative ideas, and I think it's gonna allow us to use our brains in the creativity, because we talk a lot about creativity and we talk a lot about passion and stuff like that. And I think that we're gonna start jumping back into. We're gonna be doers of our words and like, hey, this is our passion. We're passionate about editing videos in a cool way, or Braedon's hilarious, so we're going to be able to spotlight his personality and then like create these things where we never lose challenges, hopefully, because we're always going to have something bad that's going to happen. Dude, I actually asked Alex today. I was like, dude, would you ever eat like a hot chip, like the hottest chip? He goes, no. I go, even if it's like for a challenge? He goes, oh, well, maybe. I was like, might be predestined.
Yeah, but we're excited. We have a lot of different ideas that we've had for a while, and like we just did something in real life, and we're like, oh my goodness, this would be so funny if it was a skit.
Oh yeah.
With talk back, but we have a lot of great ideas, and we're gonna bring a lot of content. We are going to be on our next upload will definitely be a new form of content, so make sure you look forward to that.
There's no predestined date.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I wasn't gonna say it to try to trick them into thinking that's gonna come out real soon.
You were gonna do that. You were gonna like yell when I'm doing this stuff. When I just because
you knew what I was gonna say, and then you said, I'm like, all right, we're saying it.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, you're right.
We're trying to figure out our new schedule. So if you guys are all watching, say on the count of 3, what days we post on? Tuesdays. Okay. Sometimes it's a little bit different, but we don't know our exact schedule yet because we want to give you guys the best content. But you do know for sure that you're going to get one podcast a week. So make sure you subscribe a month. Sorry, one podcast a month. Make sure you subscribe and put your notifications on. And I'm not just saying that to get subscribed and stuff like that, but like it lets you know that we are uploading and posting, because the content that you're going to receive is going to be fun. It's going to be new, but it's going to be enjoyable for everyone who's watching.
Yeah. I'm very, very excited, and this is the path that I think we're ready to take. Ready to take it by the reins and show a little bit of a different side of us. A new side. But
BC side.
You get to see the.
We have a lot of BC stuff we're gonna be coming up with.
Behind the scenes. Oh man, BTS. I was trying to figure out.
But anyway, we are very excited for this new chapter, and join us for the ride. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow us along. BC Pro. We did that for 80 episodes straight.
Yeah.
80 weeks.
80 weeks.
That's like 240 weeks in a row.
And yeah, that's crazy. The grind is real. And it's only going to get better.
Yeah. But the podcast, there's so many great memories. It's crazy to think where we started.
Yeah.
Still continuing. I'm talking like we're done. But
yeah, I know.
We're not done.
Tell
but
me your favorite
the
moment.
thing is, though, like to have 80 podcasts in a row, that's over a year. And like to see, like when we first started talking. Because when we were first on the podcast, we weren't like for example, getting married and engaged. Like it was an idea, but there was nothing like in paper and pen.
Was it?
For you?
Well, I kind of knew, but like
But
it
like
wasn't. Yeah.
you didn't know like dates and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think it was 2023, November 13th or 14th. I think it was 13th.
Yeah, at that point, like I just think about all the things we've experienced, like when it comes to like jobs and stuff like that, and church, and I don't know.
It started, dude, with a story with you in New York. Isn't that
New
crazy?
York City, yeah. Yeah, if you go back to like the first couple episodes we talked about, or the first episode, I went to New York. That was a great trip.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
And now we're older and have apartments.
About to get married.
About to get married.
Yeah.
This is it.
So this was BC Procast, episode 80. Like, subscribe. Make sure you do you have anything else to say?
No, this was the big announcement.
Make sure you read your Bible. Pray each and every day. That's how you grow your relationship with God. This isn't the last BC Procast. We'll have more, but we have more BC content that we're putting out by BC Productions. So follow along, enjoy, subscribe, comment down your favorite episode, BC Procast episode.
What was
There's 80 to choose from. So
Hey.
good luck. Try your best. I cannot give you my favorite episode.
I think I got mine. Our year one.
Yes, that was a great one. I had
No, you can't. You can't do that. Okay.
Make a cut right here. My favorite BC Procast episode was episode 52.
That was that. I already said that.
I said 52. You said the 1 year.
Which is which one? Which is which one?
I thought there were two different ones. Thanks for watching. Next video is going to be something fun. Make sure you tune in and enjoy it. Peace.